Hello everybody and welcome back to a new episode of F1 2016 Career Mode. We're here for the European Grand Prix in Baku in Azerbaijan. I know the episode is later than my upload schedule. It's not what I wanted to do, but it just happened. But nonetheless, it's an important episode. It's round 8. Yeah, it's round 8 of the Formula 1 2016 World Championship. In this career mode we are driving for Renault, and we already had 1/3 of the season. Let's hear what our qualifying goals are.
Yeah. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
Beautiful. 13th or higher, or did it say 10th? I don't know. We are losing our rivalry to Felipe Massa right now, but we have shown in Monaco that we are very quick in these street circuits, and as you see on my research points, I'm almost at 700, and Austria is the next one, so I'm kind of thinking about cranking up my engine right now to get a advantage into Austria. And for the British Grand Prix, we're almost halfway through the season. It's going faster than I expected, or no, not faster, slower. I wanted to get more content out, and well, I'm actually going to upgrade my engine power, so in that way we have more power for the next Grand Prix. Do we? I think we just might do it because we are in front of qualifying, but we'll just have to wait and see that when we are in Austria, because now we are here at Baku, and I'm going straight into qualifying actually. And after Q1 we are in P5, so the pace is really there, and as you can see, Daniel Ricciardo has a 5 position grid penalty, but he's not the only one. Roman Grosjean got one as well in Q1, but I have a list made right here, as you can see, my last Q2 lap. Sebastian Vettel 5 positions, Haryanto 5 positions, Rosberg 5 positions, Verstappen 5 positions, Perez 10 positions, Gutierrez 5 positions, Ricciardo 5, and Grosjean plus 5 positions. So that's going to have a huge effect into the race here, and we are going fastest in Q2 with a last lap from ourselves on the super soft tires, so really surprising. And we ended in P1, so pole position could be ours. And for Q3, the weather forecast was overcast, and in the end, rain. There was rain expected, so I want to go out early as we overtake Bottas, and as you can see, we don't get pole position for now, so I'm going to do a second run, but we lose a lot of time overtaking Bottas. We were already 5 tenths, 6 tenths, and eventually 7 tenths, but we got P4 with that lap, and I want to go out for on a set of intermediates just to get a feeling, because you never know what's going to happen in the race. Maybe it could be raining, and then I got a feeling for a circuit on the intermediate tires, because if you look at the time right now, I'm already 1 second up. 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. It's going really fast, so it's not going to be a fast lap time out of these intermediate tires. So we have to do with P4 for qualifying, but Nico Rosberg and Max Verstappen both got grid penalties. So we're going to start from the front row of the grid in P2, and Raikkonen, Rosberg is the fastest in Q3, but it does get pole position. No, that's going to give me Raikkonen, Hamilton 5th, then Ricciardo, Vettel, Hülkenberg, Bottas, and Sainz, as we go straight to the race right now.
would have imagined in those pioneering days of motor racing just how far and wide the love of speed and competition would spread. From Brands Hatch to Jerez to Valencia, the European Grand Prix has made its home all across the continent. And now a new era of this storied race brings us here, to the edge of the Caspian Sea. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Anthony Davidson joins me today as we look ahead to something just a little bit different. It's quite high speed for a street circuit here, isn't it? Do you think that's going to throw up any unexpected situations?
Well, as long as the teams can keep everything cool, I don't foresee any particular big issue. I do expect the track to be quite slippery though. We've not exactly had much chance to rubber in the surface. Any street circuit also comes with its own challenges, so I think we'll be seeing a few mistakes here and there. The smart strategy would be to expect a safety car, I think, especially early on when the pack is bunched up.
You've done incredibly well. You're in line to become the lead driver. Keep it up.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Kimi Räikkönen starts today from pole position, and a Renault alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Hamilton, Hülkenberg, Valtteri Bottas and Rosberg, Sainz, Verstappen, Kvyat and Jenson Button, Ricciardo, Vettel, Pascal Wehrlein and Alonso, Massa, Palmer, Romain Grosjean and Felipe Nasser, Ericsson and Gutierrez, Sergio Perez and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So here we are on the grid for the European Grand Prix. We're going to start in the front row from P2. I'm going to do, well, my race strategy is this. First, the super soft stint, on which I hope to get it last as long as possible, and then a medium stint on. So we go straight on to the race. 5 red lights, Raikkonen in pole position, myself in second position, Hamilton in third, and Raikkonen got a really shitty start. He's got a shit start and we got a really good start. Hamilton's got a good start. He's already up into second, third and back into second. Wow. We got a really good starter there, and Raikkonen has got an absolute shit start for Ferrari. It's not what you want to see when you start from pole position. But hey, who am I to judge? We are in P1, and as it stands, if we finish this first lap, we're going to be the first driver what was it again? We're going to be the first driver to lead the first lap of the European Grand Prix here in Azerbaijan. So we're going into the history books, if if you say so. Well, not in real life, but hey, on the game, I think that's a good achievement, right? But yeah, really bolting, well, not bolting away right now, so I almost touched the walls there. That's the trickiest part about this circuit here in Baku. From the corner, from the 8th corner to the 12th, the walls are really that close to you, so you really have to put in, you have to throw in your car really to get the maximum amount of traction around it. Raikkonen and Hamilton are really battling behind me, and while I'm just going faster and faster, getting that gap to around 2 or 3 seconds, and setting fastest lap times, so that's really positive, because if we can extend this lead, then we'll have a really good chance of finishing third for our first win in our season. But here on lap 7, our tires are, well, they're not really that worn, but I can get through speed through the last few chicanes. So I'm going in for my set of medium tires, and hopefully we'll finish the race with those and get an advantage in front of Hamilton and Oh, Sebastian Vettel is out of the race. That's unfortunate for him. I'm still going out with those medium tires and really hoping that I can go safety car. It's a safety car situation. We've just pitted. That's the absolute best time probably you can get on an F1 game. You're gonna pit and then you have a safety car. We get back into P5. Bottas right in front of us right there. And on the next lap, if you look on the minimap, you see one car going on and 3 cars pitting, including Bottas, Raikkonen, and Hamilton, I think. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton pitted as well. Rosberg is now in the lead, not right behind the safety car, but he's in the lead. Look at that, Lewis Hamilton right behind us. That safety car has really hurt us in the gap that we have built between myself and Hamilton and, well, occasionally Kimi Raikkonen. So that will hurt us a little bit, but hopefully not too much. And Hamilton is out on the soft, so he has an advantage right there. And on the next lap, Rosberg is going to pit as well, probably also for soft tires. So we have a disadvantage here because Hamilton's got the soft tires and we got those medium tires. So Hamilton's got the upper hand for speed and grip and traction and whatever with the soft tires, because those are just better. But maybe we can get an advantage because his tires will be worn earlier on towards the end and mine won't. So maybe we can push a lot harder on these medium tires than he can on the soft tires. A safety car is coming into this lap on the end of lap 11. We are going to restart the race in the front. So let's see if we can get a good restart here on Lewis Hamilton. Probably not, because you're going into a straight line, and if you had a corner right there, you really couldn't have gotten away, because then you go full gas out of the corner and you're pretty much away with a second. So we'll just have to keep Lewis Hamilton right behind us. Don't make any mistake right now, because if we make a mistake, then Hamilton is going to sweep right by us, and then he's going to be off into the distance probably, because that's what the Mercedes car is doing in 2016 alone, both in real life as well, not as much in our career mode, but you probably get the idea for that. Daniel Kvyat is in third place. If you didn't already notice, you probably did, but I'm just going to say it right now. So I don't think he actually pitted right now. I think he still needs to pit, because if you are on soft right now and he's in third place, he's really doing a great job then. But the gap to me and Hamilton is not that big, as I'm going wide right here, not getting the full car in, and Hamilton is right up our gearbox. He's going down on the inside. We're going side by side. We touch. I clipped the wall. No. How is this possible? We're still side by side. As I take the outside line and give Hamilton a lot of room, but maybe he has better traction right there on the middle of the street, but we're still side by side. I'm going to take the outside line. Hamilton's on the inside line. He's got the advantage right there. Now we are battling with Daniel Kvyat. We are down into second position. Look at that. That's this big train. That's probably Bottas or Massa, I think. And we see two Ferraris. It's Kvyat, it's Massa, it's Raikkonen, it's Sainz right behind us, and Hamilton has got a gap, well, not that big, but he's got gap already right now. Wow, this is really a a big restart, because this could be potentially our loss for this Grand Prix. But I just gotta push right now, put it into rich mix, gotta push, and you know, get to Lewis Hamilton. As we set the fastest lap here on lap 18 on 1:47.1. Probably not fast enough, but hey, it's the fastest lap right now. And here on lap 19, we are really close to Lewis Hamilton, but I actually am going to decide to pit, and Hamilton does as well. I wanted to pit to get an advantage over Lewis Hamilton, but I don't have a set of super softs remaining. I only have a set of softs. And he probably has one of the super soft tires, and he's already away. So we really need to. Why is that front wing there? No. No, no, no. The team changed the front wing. No. We are not going to win this Grand Prix, are we? We are not going to win this Grand Prix. Are you really kidding me? A front wing change. I didn't change it. I had to change it into the menu. That I didn't want a front wing change, but I did. I didn't do it, so they. This could be our loss to the win of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix with only 6 laps remaining. Hamilton, look at that, he's on super soft. He's set the fastest lap right now at 146.5, but we are faster. We set it at 145.0. Get in there, Lewis. We are 1.5 seconds faster than you. Bottas right now in 3rd place, and if you look in the video, we got a really big gap to Valtteri Bottas. The gap between me and Lewis wasn't really that big, around 5-6 seconds and 5 seconds. And we got closer and closer and closer, and I make a mistake here into turn 8. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Or is it turn 9? I don't really know, but that is going to hurt us. But now the win is really off the charge. Right now we have to settle in for P2 probably. This last sector is going to be really hard because you're going full throttle into those corners, and with a broken front wing you're really not well, you can get full speed, but if you look in the mirror, we've got enough time to secure P2 probably. I really have to go off my gas. Don't get into the 8th gear, but in 5th and 6th gear. That's the only thing I gotta do right now. We just have 1 lap remaining, but on the last lap I did it again. I sent my car back into the wall, but hey, we still got that big lead right now over Sergio Perez. It was Bottas, then Hülkenberg, now it's Perez. So Force India is doing a really good job here. With no front wing, Lewis Hamilton wins the European Grand Prix, the first one in our career mode. We could have won it if that front wing change just didn't happen. But hey, we're still going to get our first podium of our F1 career. We're going to have P2 in this European Grand Prix. That's really a great result.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
So there you have it, our first podium of our F1 career. Lewis Hamilton wins the European Grand Prix in front of ourselves. Then we got Perez, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Massa, Alonso, Verstappen, Ricciardo and Pascal Wehrlein scores the last point of this race. Julian Paulman just misses out on that 1 point. He's still looking for it, and I know he just... Julian, you're going to get it, don't worry about it. Rio Haryanto P12. Manor is looking really good in those early stages of this season right now. They're really improving their car. We got Jarvis, Ericsson, Sainz, Rosberg down in P16. That's not great for him. Grosjean, Kvyat, Nasser, Button, Raikkonen. Poor performance from Rosberg and Raikkonen. That doesn't help them in the standings. Hamilton still leads the way in front of Vettel, Raikkonen, Rosberg, Verstappen, Ricciardo, myself. I move up into P7. We got Bottas right behind us. Renault is moving down to P7 in the constructors as Force India is overtaking us. But hey, don't worry about it. We got a long way to go in this championship, so there's nothing really to worry about right now. So yeah, the rivalry with Massa we got. Oh, we probably got it. We can't get it, but we are going to lead the rivalry right now. 97 resource points, and it was a close battle between me and Felipe Massa. Look at that. It's now 21-15. So, next up, the Austria Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring. So, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next race.
So the board and I have been talking about your contract, and we all agree the only thing better than a number 2 driver is a number 1 driver. Here are the details.
What? We just got promotion. We are number 1 driver from Renault Sport F1. Wow, that's a great result for getting a first podium for our young career. In Austria, we are going to be the first driver from Renault Sport. Let's look how that goes, shall we?